3 weeks later, in May 1942, the strategy is tested again in the Coral Sea. The United States sends 2 aircraft carriers to block the Japanese advance on Australia. For the first time in naval history, both sides attacked solely from the air. The USS Lexington and severely damaged the Yorktown. While the Americans seized their aircraft,
We were so young and so stupid, and we had no concept of what war was supposed to be like. And fear sets in. Your mouth is dry, and your heart breaks, and you wonder how you're going to perform. And the bombarders, never let us. We were bombarded almost every night.
In the summer of 1942, the Japanese are continuing their push across the South Pacific, taking island after island. Australia and New Zealand by attacking supply lines coming from the United States. In a step in the Japanese strategy, it was building their
hospitals and living areas for the troops. Purified water to defeat that silent enemy of disease. the battles with the Japanese, the men find themselves quietly fighting a second enemy in the South Pacific. The elements of everyday life. The oppressive heat, overwhelming humidity, punctuated with torrential downpours, can turn living in the jungle into a debilitating torment. For these young Americans, the islands can feel as alien and primitive as a distant planet. There are no roads, no shelter, no amenities that one normally associates with basic living. The Allies' home start with and yields another weapon. It keeps the Japanese off balance, never sure where the Allies will strike next, and often finding themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not only does the Allies plan to save lives, it sets the timetable. Limits of how many each to allow islands. And MacArthur. In 1931, Japan moves to systematically subjugate China. When they run out of ammunition, Sprague then sends his escort ships almost suicidal runs directly at the Japanese.
Oh yeah, they should. Yeah.
Right, so, and they were still giving them swords. My son has his cavalry sword. It's an amazing.
Despite this overwhelming sacrifice, the Allies' road to Berlin will not pass through Italy. That fight is taking place elsewhere. On September 9th,
The 8th must help make the Atlantic safe for critical supply ships. The Americans are to assist Britain's Royal Air Force with the destruction of the German
Battling the piercing cold gets 30 degrees below zero in such bombers. Many prove big and price well. patchy cloud cover clears their target, ball bearing flag. Through holes in the clouds, they attack. When the bombers clear the flat field, the German fighters renewed their attack.
Carrying thousands of troops from the Federal 1st Infantry Division and the untested 29th Infantry Division advanced toward one stretch of beach, the one soon to be called Bloody Omaha. They have a finely honed attack timetable, but nothing goes according to plan. An aerial bombardment and naval artillery failed to destroy the German beach defenses. Boats carrying tanks to protect landing troops floundering the beach.
Back on the march. The toughest battles are still ahead.
We were getting into hedgerow country and we had absolutely no experience.
For the troops on the move, one division makes it all possible. The Red Ball Express, all key supplies and equipment around the clock. 20-hour shifts, hundreds of miles a day.
The plan was desperate, one of the most daring and imaginative of the whole war. However, it was dangerously foolhardy. The wrong plan and the wrong time.
Gains come house by house, block by block, death by death. In the end, the Allies outlast the enemy, but barely. It is a prison for the horror about to follow. The Allies seek to exploit a small, hasty footing gap in the sea trade line called 13 Coast.
First reports are coming in from Belgium. A surprise German attack has broken through the American lines, and the casualties are mounting into the thousands. Thousands more have been taken prisoner.
We have a lot of wounded. Our guys are suffering from frostbite and trench foot.
We've been caught flat-footed. It should have occurred to us that Hitler might do something crazy and desperate.
Devastating losses and retreat. Eisenhower calls emergency meeting to rally his commanders. He tells General Patton,
I want you to move the Third Army north when you do that.
despite any weather, vast distance, and the surging German attack, Patton boldly replied,
An attack with 3 divisions in 48 hours. Okay.
The Nazis' bitter ideology. When Generals Eisenhower and Patton tour Ohrdruf concentration camp, they can't believe their eyes.
That's all I've done is watch movies. I couldn't read all that stuff.
The Axis losers killed or starved June 6, 1944.
D-Day has come. Early this morning, the Allies began the assault.
The invasion has begun. A huge commotion in the Allies. Is this really the beginning of the long-awaited liberation? The liberation with
You have to go and let me proceed.
Despite the enormous accomplishments of the monument's men and women, hundreds of thousands of works of art and other cultural objects remain missing. Today, work continues to locate and return countless missing items and relics.
Its broken bodies and spirits, and begins to learn how to devote itself to peace instead of war. The U.S. also must now play a leading role in bringing war criminals to justice and in rebuilding a shattered world, all in the shadow of the growing threat to freedom from Soviet communism. Americans have been steeled by their wartime ordeal, responding firmly to every military.
After exhaustive testimony and deliberation, in which many of the accused claimed that they were only following orders, 12 were sentenced to death, 9 to long-term prison terms.
Above all, he recognizes that as during the war, the U.S. economy is the backbone of the country's strength.
Knowing that only a United States that is strong, any mentally productive cannot defend freedom in our world,